If you're the girl who constantly replays conversations in your head, who feels literally sick to your stomach when he doesn't text back, who can't stop thinking about someone who clearly isn't thinking about you, stay with me because I'm about to show you something that will completely change your life. And fair warning, by the end of this video, don't be surprised if your phone starts overheating from all the "I miss you" texts, because what I'm about to teach you will make you insanely attractive without you even trying. Listen, I know exactly how you feel because I've been there. I'm going to expose myself a little, but one time I was so obsessed with a guy that I literally deleted all my Spotify playlists and started listening to his music. Like, I went from indie pop to heavy metal overnight just because he liked it. And you know what? The more I changed myself, the less interested he became. The more available I was, the more distant he got. I felt small, fake, and honestly, cringe. We all have those phases where we care too much, where we convince ourselves that if we just try harder, text better, be more available, they'll finally see our worth. But here's the thing. Your brain is literally wired to trap you in this pattern, and it's not your fault. Psychologists call this the sunk cost mindset, and understanding this will be the first step to breaking free. So let me explain exactly what's happening in your brain right now. The sunk cost mindset is when your brain confuses time invested with actual value. It's the same reason you'll watch a terrible movie for 3 hours, just because you already wasted 2 hours on it. Your brain is literally telling you, but I've already put in so much time, so much energy, so many deleted playlists. I can't leave now. But here's the truth bomb that changes everything. The only thing worse than wasting your time is wasting even more of it. Now here's where it gets really interesting. The more you chase someone, the more alone you actually become. Let me explain why. When you're constantly chasing someone who doesn't value you, you're not just losing them, you're losing yourself. You're surrounded by a relationship that drains you instead of fulfills you. And here's the paradox nobody talks about. You'll never feel chosen until you choose yourself first. And this is where the law of detachment comes in. Because your brain, and everyone else's brain, is evolutionarily programmed to value what's scarce and difficult to obtain. This isn't manipulation. This is literally how humans are wired. Let me paint you a picture. Imagine 2 identical diamonds. One costs $5, and you can buy it at any gas station. The other costs $50,000, and it's locked in a vault, guarded, rare, and difficult to access. Which one do you think is more valuable? Obviously the one in the vault, right? But here's the thing. They're the exact same diamond. The only difference is availability. When you're always available, always texting first, always rearranging your schedule, always proving your worth, you become the $5 gas station diamond. Easy to get, easy to take for granted, easy to lose. But when you have boundaries, when you have a life that doesn't revolve around one person, when you genuinely don't need validation, you become the $50,000 diamond in the vault. Rare, protected, and insanely valuable. And suddenly, people want to earn access to you. Now you might be thinking, okay, but how do I actually become that vault diamond without feeling cold or heartless? Great question. Because detachment doesn't mean you don't care. It means you're so secure in yourself that nothing and no one can shake your peace. And the best example of this? Let me tell you about one of the most powerful women in history who literally mastered this, Cleopatra. So here's the context. Cleopatra wasn't just some random queen. She was ruling Egypt during one of the most intense political periods in history. And she had something that made the most powerful men in the world obsessed with her. Now, most people think it was her beauty. But historians have actually found that she wasn't conventionally beautiful by the standards of her time. So what was it? It was her complete and total emotional detachment. She had mastered the art of I'm fine with or without you energy before it was even a thing. When Mark Antony, literally the most powerful man in Rome at the time, invited her to meet him, do you know what she did? She didn't rush over. She didn't text back immediately. She didn't rearrange her entire schedule. She made him wait. And when she finally decided to show up, here's how she did it. Cleopatra arrived on a gold-covered boat, dressed as the goddess Aphrodite, with music playing and incense burning. She created an entire experience. She showed up as the most valuable version of herself, not to prove anything to him, but because she genuinely believed she was worth it. And you know what happened? Mark Antony, the guy who could literally have any woman in the world, became absolutely obsessed with her. Men started wars over this woman, not because she chased them, not because she was always available, but because she was emotionally detached enough to know her own worth. She refused to shrink herself. She refused to prove anything. She showed up as herself. Take it or leave it. And that energy, that I know what I bring to the table, so I'm not afraid to eat alone energy, That's what made her insanely attractive. Because here's what most people don't realize. When you're detached, when you genuinely don't need someone to complete you, you stop being desperate. And the moment you stop being desperate, you become magnetic. People can sense when you're chasing. They can feel it. And it immediately lowers your value in their eyes. But when you have that Cleopatra energy, when you're so confident in who you are that you don't need external validation, suddenly everyone wants to be chosen by you. That's the law of detachment. The less you need it, the more you attract it. So how do you actually apply this? Here are 3 simple principles. 1. Stop being available 24/7. Have a life that exists outside of one person. 2. Choose yourself first. The right people will respect your boundaries, not punish you for having them. 3. Remember the vault diamond. Your value doesn't decrease based on someone's inability to see your worth. Now let me bring this all home. So here's what I want you to remember. You are not the $5 gas station diamond. You are the $50,000 diamond in the vault. Rare, valuable, and worth the effort. Stop deleting your playlists. Stop shrinking yourself. Stop chasing people who don't chase you back. Because the moment you start choosing yourself, the moment you embody that emotional detachment, everything changes. You become the girl people watch, people stalk, people crave, and people can't stop thinking about. Not because you're playing games, but because you genuinely know your worth. And trust me on this, when you walk away from anyone or anything that doesn't serve you, you're not losing. You're making space for what actually matches your energy. So go be Cleopatra. Go be the vault diamond. Go be so secure in yourself that your peace becomes unshakable. This was the Siren Scriptures. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. And as always, stay confident, smart, and glowing.